Hey guys, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me and requesting your free video. So today we're going to go over just a few tips that can be applied right away that can really help with your online presence as well as getting more organic leads. Now, it is important to note that nearly 70% of organic leads do come from your website. So it is really critical that your website be properly optimized so you can capture that traffic. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys actually own this site and are able to make modifications, or if Foundation SupportWorks has maintains the site for you. So what you can do may depend on that fact. So kind of similar to a franchise. So first thing I notice here, your phone number on top, which is great, and makes it super easy for your customers to reach you, and you do want that. I notice that you guys have separate pages for each one of your services, which is awesome. That's exactly what you want. Um, this is really important because Google ranks websites based on content. So the more content you have, the better. Um, you do want to make sure that all of your pages throughout your website have all original content and that there are no duplicated content from page to page. And you also don't want to be focused on the same keywords on multiple pages. When you do those things, Google does penalize you and you don't actually show up in organic listings where you normally would have. So it is really important not to have that duplicated content. And that is the problem that I see with your service areas. Service areas are critical. It's very important to have pages for each one of these cities that have search volume for your services. But the problem is if you go to all these pages, this is all duplicated content. Every single page. The map is different and the town is switched out, but all of this other content is exactly the same. And these pages are kind of defeating the purpose. The whole purpose of having the service area pages are so that you can use the service area keywords for each of your services. These pages should have a little summary like they're doing of each service, but you need to be using those local buyer intent keywords so that you can be indexed for those keywords and be found in each of these locations for each of these services. And so none of these pages are really focused on any of the keywords for those locations. So your guys are really missing out on that opportunity there and a ton of potential traffic and actual customers. Homepage looks pretty good. Serving the greater Boise area, so that's helpful. That's local. You got interlinking between pages, which is good. And most of the keywords I'm really seeing is more branded than anything else. And branding is important, don't get me wrong, but most people don't search by your brand name. They search by the service. And so not focusing on those local buyer intent keywords is really going to limit the traffic that you're bringing to your site that could convert. And you do want to try and avoid the national keywords since you are a local business. National keywords, if you rank those, you might get a lot of traffic to your site, but they're not traffic that's going to convert into customers. So if you're able to modify these pages, I would make sure that all of these pages have that original content. You need 250 words for every keyword you want to target. And so that's going to be pretty critical throughout your website. If we look at your competitor, They have an okay looking site, Anchor Point Concrete. They have the click to call phone number up top as well. They have the separate pages for each of their services. These guys should be super easy to beat, but they are going after the local buyer intent keywords. And this is your top competitor as far as waterproofing, not for foundation repair. You guys are number one for Boise foundation repair. And so these guys don't have a lot going on. Google really likes 1,000 to 1,500 words on the homepage. And these guys definitely don't have it. You definitely have them beat as far as the homepage goes. And if we look here, without SEO, a website is just not going to be found online. And it looks like you must have some sort of SEO go into it, or at least you have in the past. You have a score of a 7 out of 100 in Google's Trust Float, which is okay, but should be much higher with as many backlinks as you have. This score is based 100% on your backlinks and referring domains. And while you do need a lot, not all links are good links. Not all are created equal. This is a popularity contest in Google, so you do need to make sure you're going after the highly authoritative links that are directly related to your services and industry, and that they are do follows, so that they share the power of high-ranking sites and help you with authority, power, and help you to rank your keywords. If we look here, you only have 85 that are do follow, and because Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain, that means you actually only have 85 good backlinks doing anything for your website, and you have 3,000 plus spammy backlinks. You have been indexed for over 1,000 keywords, and you are getting over 234 people on average to your website. Looking at your keywords, a lot of your traffic is coming from national keywords. So these national keywords, even though they have good volume, are not going to help you convert into a local customer. So you want to be focused on local keywords. You are doing well, as I mentioned, for foundation repair, but some of your other services you are not ranking for, and that's why I'm showing you a competitor for a different one of your services for waterproofing. These guys are going to be super easy to beat. Much lower score. They got a 3.9. They only have 180 backlinks with 9 referring domains, and only 7 of those are do follows. So you only had to beat their 7 referring domains in quality as well as quantity. They've only been indexed for 48 keywords, and they're only getting about 32 people on average to their website. The only reason this is your top competitor is because they're number one in Boise for waterproofing. So these guys are going to be super easy to beat, but you just have to work on some of those other keywords. And then the last part is this Google My Business section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3, which you are for this search term. You want to make sure that you are for all of your relevant keywords and service areas, because 30% of people search here in the maps and nowhere else. So if you're not in the top 3 in one of those areas, then you definitely need to further optimize your page with citations, and that's the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. Now, if you follow these tips I provided you today, your website has the opportunity to be number 1 in every single one of those service areas, and for each of your services. Now, if you're not able to modify this website, there is a roundabout way through blogging that you can still do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful and would really love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.